Good morning. I'm Channel GeoVanne, and I am here to talk about what the fuck happened last night. Without further ado, let's talk about it. Round two had began, and oh man, some shit went down. Oh, some shit went down. So, how do we discuss this situation in such a I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm gonna have to be blunt. Ain't no smart words coming from me today as far as like non-cussing. I'm gonna be intelligent, but it's gonna be very vulgar. So I apologize for my language. If you're turned off by that, that's something you gotta deal with. Listen, what the fuck just happened last night? We need to figure this out. This is the very first time records have been dropped simultaneously in hip hop. This is the very first time anybody ever dropped records simultaneously. And I have to say this was fantastic. I mean, from the writing of both tracks, it was just out of control. But we gotta go to the elephant in the room. There were many revelations revealed. I'm talking like it was a lot of people discussing the shit last night. So I'm a little late to the party. I did do my reactions. They're on my YouTube shorts. I can't fucking believe that these dudes did that. I didn't sleep right last night. They owe me some sleeping medicine. It's something. They owe me some sleep. But um mm, who won round two? Obviously it's Kendrick. Uh he obviously took the fucking cake. I said this. I said it. I said this before. I said Kendrick needs to drop a record that's a lot more powerful than what that last record he dropped was. Because what if Drake dropped something like Push Ups? And he literally did. Because let's stop acting like that response Family Matters wouldn't have done some type of damage to Kendrick in a way. It could have. And for 54 minutes, it definitely did. Then that shit ended. It ended fast. I ain't never seen a nigga drop a motherfucking record. Not 54 minutes in. You at least let a nigga think he won. Like, hey man, you know what I mean? Congratulations. Nah, he said nah. Let me do a little sneak attack. Let me do one of your attacks. And he literally did it. I told y'all he mastered this man. He figured him out. He literally figured him out in a way where Drake is like, I don't give a fuck about what you got to say. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be rich regardless. And Kendrick is like, well, that's cool. You are. You deserve it. You definitely put the work in. But I need to tell these people who they making rich. And I am shocked because I really thought Drake had it last night. I really did. I really thought it was like that Family Matters hit was like, oh yeah, I think he got him a little bit. Just a lot more than people know. Like when you go back on the Family Matter bars, it actually was there. They actually was there, but the energies didn't match. It was like Drake. To me, he did drop a bombs. He did drop bombs. Any idiot that's breaking down lyrics, that's not even a rapper breaking down lyrics, that's killing me. But breaking down, or at least like a fan of hip hop breaking down lyrics, it makes sense. But some of these channels, y'all really got to count them out for that. Like y'all really got to do something about that. I think if you rap, at least if you rap, I wouldn't care if you mumble rap. You do got an opinion in this, or a connoisseur of music in some way. Like don't just say shit. But oh yeah, Drake winning. Um, let's break it down. Let's break it down. I don't want to just bladder shit out of my mouth. Let's break it down. Um, what revelations was revealed last night? Let's just go to that. Drake is alleging that Kendrick beat his wife, that his entire deal was based off of him basically piggybacking off of Top Dog, and Top Dog basically was like somewhat extorting Kendrick, is what he was trying to allude to. And he also alluded to, good morning, Katie. Good morning. He also alluded to allegedly, Future and him never really had beef, so he alluded to the fact that Metro Boomin started the shit from the beginning over the bitch. And not to use vulgar language as much, I don't like to just call people names I don't know and I ain't got no issues with it, but he did say it. And the other revelation that I think was very important that people need to pay attention to was that he's alleging that Kendrick Lamar's son is not even his son. That's Dave Free's son. So now it's like, oh man, are you telling me, are you telling me Kendrick is raising another man's son? Allegedly. Allegedly though. Allegedly. Then Drake's revelations ended with something deeper happening that he's like, hey, you was fucking on hoes too, and you was messing with white girls while your wife was at home raising the kid. So why you trying to act like I ain't do nothing? Like I seen it. I seen it. Then with Kendrick, his revelations is get a chair. Y'all need to hear this. His revelations was a lot more scathing though, because he actually stated allegedly he started talking to Drake's son about how bad of a father his dad is, how his dad has multiple kids from different baby mamas that he had to hide from the public. That's what he stated. Uh, on the dreadlocks. Oh yeah, nah, I just got this. My little cap thing fell off because I when I told you I didn't sleep last night, I didn't sleep. That shit was incredible. And then he said something about like uh Drake having multiple baby mamas. Allegedly, he might be doing the Diddy. He might be doing the Diddy. He might be a diddler. Allegedly, he he alluded, which I don't think he was necessarily saying he was a diddly. He was a diddler. I think he's basically stating that, your people around you built you to do this shit. You were never about the gangster life and all this other stuff. They wanted you to do that so that they can rob you, is what he's trying to say. Um, mm. and why did that go over my head? He the biggest. Hold on, mommy. Go sit down, mama. So the biggest thing that he did, um, he said, "Do a flip." What? But the amazing thing that he said out of all of this stuff, wasn't even the allegations. It was the fact that he talked to his soul. He's telling that man that you don't raise your kid or your kids. So you don't get to talk about me and my wife. And I saw what you did. You bought my wife's old ring. Well, you bought my wife's ring, and I'm here to get it back, basically. Uh Yikes. First of all, how does this nigga get the ring? How'd he get the ring? Secondly, who gave him the ring? Then in the music video for Family Matters, he's crushing Kendrick's crushing the van from Good Kid, Mad City. Oh shit. Then uh Kendrick, which I think that's the only thing Kendrick is kind of like lacking on, is a music video. He definitely needs a video to solidify the war win. If he did win, I can't say he won yet because there hasn't been a response yet in these 24 hours. Drake does have to respond within these 24 hours. So I can't just give him the win 100% yet. We need to see if this man is bowing out immediately, if he's going to just not say nothing no more, or if he's really just plotting some shit. We got to see that. Um, and I also think too, like, oh man, that I just it's so much shit that it was just I he talked about Drake getting peed on. Nigga peed on Drake. He talked about he said this motherfucker said he sat out with this nigga's mama in a song. I ain't never heard a rap beat through that. How you sit with the man's mama and tell her your son ain't shit? I hate your son. Like, you are petty, bro. And then Drake is like, well, y'all listening to a bum. Um, this nigga's trying to be me on the low. Very interesting allegations. I say allegations. We know nothing all the way. I do see the blueprints that Kendrick is providing slowly. And I think with Drake, he just didn't think that this shit was gonna be that heavy hitting. I don't even think that nigga was ready. I really don't think Drake was ready for this. I really believe that Drake might have underestimated Kendrick a tiny bit more than he thought. I think that was a bad move on him. Never underestimate your enemy on any level, and never take your eyes off of them. They're not dead yet. So he did slip with that. He definitely slipped with that. Kendrick bounced back dramatically with the new track. That track is a full lightning bolt. Like it's a lightning bolt. Um, mm. But we do gotta ask a nice question, right? We gotta ask a great question. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? You can't tell me these dudes got more secrets lined up. There's no way. There's no way, bro. I don't know if they could now. Now we in a situation of round two, which is something I alluded to in the other live. Um, that's the problem that I was afraid of. Like, where does this go from here? Like, I don't want to just say he won yet. We gotta give Drake that response time. If he don't respond, it's over. We know it's over. He knows it's over. So I know he got a life. He has a life. These people have lives. But I think with this being a career-ending blow, he might want to respond. Because this actually has the potential to fuck Drake's credibility up in so many ways. You got the fact that he's a deadbeat, technically, allegedly. That's what Kendrick is alluding to. And you have the other fact that Drake is somewhat of a vulture to people. He has to respond, not just to Kendrick, but to the world. Like, let me tell y'all something. Y'all want me to murder him? I am about to, but this is how I did it. It'll fuck Kendrick's whole game up. Like, oh, this nigga played the card the whole time with me. Okay, okay. But it's like, after last night, I don't know. Like Drake almost won. Like he was this close away from taking it. Cause let's stop acting like Family Matters wasn't good. He was this fucking close, man. He was this close. And this nigga Kendrick said, hold, hold. What do I want to say that that'll last longer with that? Hold my pen, nigga. This nigga said, hold my pen. I'm about to murder y'all niggas. Y'all love this nigga so much. You love this mother. You love this. Like, oh man. Oh, oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I never knew shit could get like this. Like, and then the bars on both were good. Both were good. I'm not gonna sit and act like Drake didn't say nothing on that track. He definitely said some alarming things about Kendrick, which is, hey, did you beat your wife? Because I don't think he capping about that feeling. It's just the vibe of the song has a you know when a dude just eh, then you know when something might be said because it's too relaxed. It's way too relaxed. That's the only thing too about Drake's track. It was too relaxed. That's another thing. He needs to stop being relaxed. Bro, you're facing your enemy. This dude is on your level. You may think he's not because of the money. I feel you. The impact. I feel you, bro. You are a great. But I'm telling you right now, he is on your level, if not beyond, because of the fact that he mastered the one thing you didn't master. You actually never, and I repeat, ever got the approval from hip hop without any slight of a doubt. Kendrick did from the jump. Hip hop approved that man from the jump. I'm not saying Drake is not hip hop. That's stupid as fuck to say. It's just people were fighting Drake as he went up, and they were still like, nah, that's not hip hop. Kendrick comes out, he ain't never gave a bad record for real that made you think he's not hip hop. So that's what his advantage is in this battle that not too many people are really saying. I hear everybody breaking down lyrics, but they not looking at the point. See, you would have to be an MC to know an MC. And I'm an MC, so I know two MCs when they battling, that shit get vicious because these two individuals are literally stating, I'm psychologically, I'm lyrically, and I'm physically beating your ass soon. That's how they looking at it. They're not looking at it on some political level. They don't care for real. Um, if y'all really think these people care, y'all genuinely need to wake up. That's not their day-to-day life to care about that. Um, Another thing too, if Drake responds, no more playing. No more playing. Stop playing on the track. You play too fucking much. This man is donkey fucking every woman you ever touched on, and even worse, he's literally talking to your kids about it. Like, bro, stop. It's enough. Enough is enough of the playing. You said you could do this. Do it. You said you had a red pill. Drop it. Because that Family Matters was nice. You could have won with that, but it wasn't enough. Because I feel like you got one more trick up your sleeve. I feel like he has one more trick up his sleeve. Kendrick killing that boy. He definitely did that last night. So I'm saying Drake, he let's stop acting like Drake didn't give a nice ass response. We didn't expect part two to push-ups. That's what we got for real on the low, but it was just a three switcher. Three, you get it? The three, these dudes is funny. They funny MCs too. Now, I can see that. Kendrick broke down Drake whole life. That's what I'm saying. You gonna let a man break your life down in front of you? In front of your mama? Your daddy? He don't even like your daddy. He in front of your sons. I didn't know you had a daughter. We wouldn't have known if we didn't go to the family until he brought us to the family reunion, nigga. He brought us to the family reunion, y'all. How do you do that? How do you do that in a rap battle? How the fuck does that happen to you? You literally let this man bring your whole tea down. And I don't think Kendrick is capping on everything. Now, some of that shit might be a bit of a stretch because it's a part of the battle. But a lot of that shit can't be a stretch. Because there has been stories that I've myself have read up on that both of these men can't deny, that I knew, like the whole him getting robbed thing, I knew people was gonna bring that back up, but it was innocent from the beginning. Well, he was innocent from the beginning on that. Them niggas was just trying to set him up over a bitch, so that was already not his fault, and he was never snitching on that. So let's stop acting like Drake that type of dude. I don't think he was talking about Drake as a snitch. Somebody else in this camp probably is, but I'm not gonna do that. And then with Kendrick, people allegedly said he was into it with his wife, but not too many people knew about it. Not too many people knew about it. I ain't never even knew about it. I've literally heard it just now, and then I'll go back on my history. I like to do my homework. And the history that I did, it was like, wow. He said 4 and 3. Drake 4 and 3. I ain't gonna lie, it's a taste thing because damn. Oh, y'all making me think a little bit. I like that. Um, there's there's only one thing that could fall back on Kendrick that I don't think he prepared himself for. The sound was dope. It was a dope sound, but everybody's not into that. Everybody's not into that. You could say the best shit in the world. Some people just don't hear you with that. So he might have won them, and they usually bring the win for the war. So is up sonically. Drake is up sonically still. He's still up sonically. Let's stop acting like he did not drop some. I think he dropped some of the best work he did in the last few years. Like he definitely did that. Thank you, man. Thank you. He said I agree. Appreciate it. Uh, he said, bro, Drake sound the same. Not now. Here, I'm gonna help you out a little bit because I want you to kind of look at it a little deeper, not on the surface level. You really can't say that, especially if you really don't resonate with him. That means you'll be biased. You know what I mean? The best bet is to go back on his work and literally sit there. If you don't like songs that he makes, then you can say that without a doubt. But if you do have some favorites from him, then we gotta slow down on that. You know what I mean? We gotta slow down on that. I don't know. I don't know rap very well, so the new Kendrick this may be good lyrically, but it's nothing, not something you're gonna sing. Yeah, I wouldn't sing that shit. Son, why would you sing? I would never sing that. That ain't a. I get kicked the fuck out of every place I went singing the song that man just did. Yeah, I'm just saying. Look at Drake from 2009. He sound the same. Not necessarily. That's the Drake that people liked. Drake '09, 10, 11, and 12, all the way up to 2015, people were fucking with him. Before the Meek Mill's rumor, and Meek Mill only said that he had ghostwriters, right? But Meek Mill's, we should have questioned that when it came out anyway because of one thing. You said he has a ghostwriter and you tweeted it, but why didn't you make a song over it if it was so serious? Did you just say that just because you were mad at that moment? Now Kendrick saying it's true. I don't know these men personally, but most of the people that they work with, you know, some people got love for him, like Eminem. I never knew Eminem had love for Drake. I never knew Drake had so many back cosigns from legendary rappers, super duper rappers that are like, nah, that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? He's so I didn't even know Cameraman was on Drake's team. That's crazy. People, he killed me and Pusha. Now Pusha was a little bit of a challenge for him. Pusha was smarter than Meek. Meek, he did the dumbest shit in the world not making that a song. Cause now his career is now in a derailed state. It's like never gonna be the same. We're not excited as we used to be anymore. And then all these allegations coming up. If I were him personally, to me, just continue doing what you're doing, dropping music, and just do it on a humble. Because at this point, the eyes of the world are on these people now. And that's no disrespect, but that's what the world is on. They not on Meek Mills no more. That time where we used to wait for a Meek Mills freestyle, it's out still. But when MCs go to these shows to do freestyles and don't give proper albums, that's when your legacy gets questioned. So I don't know, bro. Never forgot who sounds better right now. They at war. Who really hitting? Sonically, Drake is hitting. Lyrically, Kendrick is hitting. That's why this shit is a problem. It's a problem. This is deep. This is good. This is really good. Kendrick is dropping some of the best writing I have ever heard from him. Like interesting writing. I know people that don't fuck with Kendrick's music. I actually know people that don't fuck with his music. But the fact that he literally is changing their minds now. He's swaying them over. They even plump. They like, well, maybe I should go bump some Kendrick. Huh? That man, you can do that. I like him. I like him. I like him. What y'all think Cole should do? Because I gotta go back to that because of a video that I saw. I seen a lot of people speak on it, like Anthony Fantino, um, Zaz. I forgive me, I'm not butchering your name. I fuck with your channel heavy. Um, a couple people are like, "What is J. Cole gonna do?" And in my opinion, personally, to me, J. Cole probably want to sit down for the next 2 to 3 years, because no matter you could come back with a hot song, bro, but at the end of the day, when you duck a fade in hip hop, people never forget it. They don't care how good you are. They gonna always put that bitch back in your face. I don't think anybody's ever ducked a fade, not even Ja Rule. So you happen to do the first time I've ever seen an MC literally break the code of an MC as a lyricist and not take the challenge. It was like, I'm kind of scared for you now. Like your fans are not making content on you no more. That is bad. If anybody's noticed that, his fans are not even making content on him no more. They used to make the little skits about him and everything. They stopped during this whole war. It got silent, flatline. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I pray that he didn't just say God's name in vain just to say that he was trying to get out of a beef, because I don't think God would really take the time to get into some rap beef to tell you don't do this, you know? I don't know. Like, I'm not going to say that you didn't speak to God. I'm just saying that God usually don't make the time for that type of stuff. He got way more important things to do. So God told you don't get involved with a rap beef, but you get involved anyway, and now you might be jeopardizing your status as an actual artist. Because at the end of the day, you're a great songwriter. Absolutely. Fantastic. Um, but I think you really put your I think this, we seeing the fall of many things. We seeing the fall of a lot of people, y'all. Like, we seeing the fall of people. And I'm just now like really getting the grasp of what Cat Williams did in the beginning of this year. He really meant what he said. This is the fall of the fakers. And those who are fake, they're going to show it. Those who are not, they're not. I'm not saying Drake is a faker. I'm not even saying Cole is a faker, but it's obviously something's going on. Something's real going on. But we're going to leave that out of that. We're going to get back to the hip hop beef. Um, I do believe that if Drake wants to take the win back, drop an album. Period. Drop an album. You're going to have to. That response, drop that fucking album. Like, if he drop an album, then I doubt it if Kendrick prepared an album for this. But the man showed us one thing. Don't doubt him. So he might have prepared for that. But either way, I don't think Drake could win with another song. I think he could win with an album. I think that'll be the way where people will be like, oh shit, you know. And then that's a lot of content. You gotta think about that. That's a lot of fucking content to give out to people. And then when you giving it out to people, they're like, okay, cool. So he got more tracks. He technically the winner. Technically, and if they're all fire, like push-ups and more, ghostwriters or not, he won. He won. And I don't think Kendrick is prepared to take that loss. That part, I don't think he is, because of that reason. Only that reason. If he drops an album and it's really the real that even TDE didn't know, yeah, he won. He won. He won. That you're not beating an album, bro. Like, the only way an album could beat an album is if it's another album. When Nas and Jay-Z fought, people forgot two things that happened in that battle. One, they dropped records. And two, they dropped albums. Stillmatic versus Blueprint 2. Did people forget about that? Because I believe they did. I really believe they did. And Blueprint 2 was not on the level of Stillmatic. And Stillmatic won. So we need to get to this. Drake, drop an album. Do not just drop a record again. Because this man is ready to play patty cake with you, bruh. He's like, look, hey, you got one, I got one. You got one, I got one. I'm going in with you. This is what we doing. We gonna do this like you said, right? Right? he means it. He means what he say. He's gonna do it. Now you don't have to hold back. Now that red pill or that red button, you can let it out. You can let it out now. You said don't let the demon loose. That man got God, so if you got some demons, you ain't gonna win. You might want to get divine quick, because I just don't know what to tell you. It's like lyrically, Kendrick is such a superior rapper lyrically because he's showing that he is. But Drake is a superior rapper sonically because he's also showing like, look, I got the lyrics, but I got the whole formula. You got one part, I got all of it. So it's like, it's serious. It's serious. It's serious. Y'all ever heard of that old saying of what happens when an unmovable object meets an unbeatable force? This is what it is. They're going to either A, cancel each other out, or B, make something powerfully special. That's all this shit going to lead to. This is all that's going to lead to. It's not going to lead to nothing else. Don't let anybody else forget. Hold on. Bro, never forgot. Never forget who sounds better right now. They at war. Who really hit? And I want to say this too. Um, let's not let's not act like let's not act like that these men are not like that. Like they're petty. These are petty people, and they zodiac signs are petty. Like Gemini and Scorpio. Oh God, they're about to go in. This is gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath. So, because I know one thing about Gemini rappers, right? Gemini rappers, they have this persona that they give the world, and the world loves it. It's genuinely great. But their one weak point that I might be giving away a little too much. Might be giving away a little too much, but I'll say it just for the fun of it. It's not to disrespect nobody's plan. Maybe they'll come differently. Who knows? The main weakness of a Gemini, and even they can't dispute this, they don't know how to say I'm sorry. So you can use that against them. They have the biggest hypocrisy in the zodiac sign. They are the divine and the undivine more than the Pisces, and that's what my sign is. So when you facing against a Gemini, you're not facing one person, you're facing two. Just pick the right person to beat. Because if you pick the wrong one, you're dead. With Scorpio rappers, Drake has shown that they know the people. Drake knows how to win the people back. He knows. He knows what he has to do. Um, a lot of them are very much in tune with people. So they use that as a leverage, as a weapon too sometimes. Scorpio rappers are very good at moving people. Very good at it. Extremely. So so when we see in these two battle, you got Drake trying to move something that can't be moved, and you got Kendrick trying to push something that can't be pushed. It's incredible. But Kendrick is really pushing. So I don't know. Like I said, they're gonna either A, cancel each other out, or B, make something special. But there will be a winner. There will be a winner. I want to go to a little something real quick. This is to add extra sauce to the conversation, just to get something going, and then I'm gonna get up out of here in a few minutes. Um, let's talk about the outsiders trying to get in this. Stay y'all asses out. Stop getting in this battle. You're not involved. You're not involved. Okay, you can aid them. You want to make a beat for them, you want to get on the track with them, that's fine. That's a part of the war. But when you come out and you try to come out with these weird ass AI songs, or these weird ass fucking rumors, or these weird ass shit, like you got podcasters versus podcasters, people versus people. It's just crazy. Like we just here for these two, and y'all adding in shit that don't need to be added. Let's not do that. Let's take away from that, and let's seriously get into this battle, bro. No more Rick Rosses. And for the love of God, bro, if this battle started over a woman, which normally in human history that usually happens, but hey, it happens. Then it is what it is. We got to get ready for that. Anybody that got something to do in this live, you can go ahead and tap out. I appreciate y'all that was watching. Thank you so much. Because I'm gonna get out here in about a few minutes. But this is just me going on with a little rant. So you're welcome to stay if you like. Um, the main issue that I have with these outsiders is that you got these podcasters, these news stations, these fucking weird ass AI creators who I personally think need to be cast out of hip hop, because why are you making AI songs that are not confirmed by the fucking camp? At least when Drake did it, it's him doing it. Y'all did it, and it's not even y'all not even in the camps or nothing. Y'all just adding yourselves in just to be adding yourselves. You know what I mean? And with shit like that, it's just kind of crazy. Like, I just never got the idea of these people getting involved with all this extra shit. Y'all provided enough entertainment. Let's get to the main two. No, nobody else needs to be involved anymore. Nobody else. I don't give a fuck who you are. Stay out of it. You got old rappers trying to come out and do some shit. New rappers come out and do some shit. People releasing records. Hey, one more thing for MCs out there and musicians out there. Stop releasing shit right now and wait till this war is over. You can get a lot more traction, revenue, and maximize your fucking audience Once these dudes get this battle out the way, you can't do a motherfucking thing until these two get the say so over with. Hopefully it ends today, then you should be dropping. But if you dropping music in between these two, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't have a platform to even do that, stop fucking doing it. It's retarded. You're gonna fucking get rid of your own success just because you're trying to outdo somebody you can't touch. You're trying to be them. Just be patient. Stay out of that. That's why I'm taking my time with my work. I'm not stupid. I understand. This is a crossfire thing. Like, oh shit, you don't duck, you don't poke your fucking head up when people shooting, bro. You just don't do that. Like, you just don't fucking do that. And you got a lot of people who just want to get the revenue of rap because now everybody listening to words and shit again, but ain't nobody understanding this shit on a personal level. Like, personally, you are an artist, yes, but don't drop when these two drop. They are big. They've built this shit up for 10 years. We've been ready for this. This is a main event type of thing. Y'all as MCs and musicians, the best thing I do is say just drop songs. But if you dropping full length projects right now, slow your roll. These two about to take the stage right now. Ain't nobody gonna be hotter than these two in this month right now. Nobody. I don't give a fuck what happens. Ain't nothing bigger than these two right now. It's Kendrick and Drake right now, not everybody else. So give hip hop some room to show you something special, then get a part of it again. That's when you know you really love it. You got a lot of these people that say they love hip hop, but in reality, they were the same people letting the mumble rap shit get involved and not really say, hey, mumble rapper, I'm not judging you, but some of that shit is a little dangerous. It's not that it sounds weird, because I don't care about it sounding weird. Everything has a moment and feeling. But y'all moves with this whole death rap shit is not hip hop. Ain't nobody correct them young niggas. And I mean the real OG gatekeeping ass niggas, not the ones who are cool, not the cool OGs, but the gatekeeping ass niggas. They didn't contact none of these niggas, none of these little Dirks or these NBA young boys. They didn't contact them and say, listen, man, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep you alive. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. But I've never heard of any type of fucking person stopping these dudes from doing this murder rap shit. That's not hip hop, bro. That's not even music, bro. That's not even God. That's the devil slash murder, bro. And I ain't even gonna cap. That's murder, bro. That's murder because people really die over that bullshit. Like with Pac, when Pac and Biggie were beefing with each other, that was never supposed to happen. That beef technically was never supposed to happen. That's why people to this day are really shocked by it. They are shocked by it. Because if you want me to be honest, Biggie didn't even get a reply. He didn't even get a reply because he died. Pac didn't even get a reply because he died. The purpose of beefing is to go back to the 80s way where you just beefing for sportsmanship, man. Like at the end of the day, I see you, we chilling when it's all that. But if you mention my family, you know what I mean, then it should go in the direction it should go. But some of these people are dropping music around these people's release dates, and that's not their fault. Some of them don't know that they're going to be dropping, but you should be smart enough to understand this ain't the time to drop shit. This, like, if you're going to cover the war, that's smart. Cover this war, because if you're a part of hip hop, you need to be doing it. You need to be recovering this. This is history right now. But if your ass is over there crying about some shit because somebody didn't listen to the shit and all that, like, hey, I done been out for a long time, bro. Ain't nobody listening to me. But I didn't do this shit for people to just listen. I did this shit because this is what I really love to do. So some of these artists that are dropping content out right now, and they don't have the platform to provide that type of content, some type of lifeline, you're only crushing your content. Now, if you doing good, I personally would say drop just tracks. Drop tracks and that's it. Drop tracks. Stay away from the album release this month. Get the fuck away from there and don't release next month because Eminem about to fucking drop. And yeah, people will say that's on many different calibers and all those things. But they do play a factor in the fact that those fans of those people still have to be fans of you if you want to get out there and be a part of this thing. So yes, they're competition. Whether you are big or small, they're competition. And if you're smart, you can pick the right time and then you safe. But if you're stupid and you think you can just do it anytime, it's remembered today and forgotten tomorrow. But I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I love y'all. Have an amazing day. If you have not got the chance to check out my trailer, Children of Diamonds, I encourage you to share it and check it out. React to it, make remixes to it. If you like the fucking beats, I don't care. Push this content to the level of success so that I can personally see it for myself. And I'm being honest, because a lot of these content creators ain't telling y'all the truth. Some of these people are doing this for likes, views, and more. I'm telling you for the facts. I love what I do, and I love when y'all interact with it. Whether it's one person or 1 million, I don't give a fuck. Thank you. Thank you. Because when I'm doing my regular life shit, in my regular life, outside of being a musician artist, I'm a father. I'm a man at the end of the day. I got shit to do. So that shit still plays a factor. But thank y'all. Have an amazing day. If Drake does drop, we just gonna have to do an emergency live stream or something. I don't give a fuck. If he don't drop, cool. We know who the winner is. But I want to warn Drake, one more warning. If you think you can just sit on this shit and know everybody just gonna forget about it, this ain't that type of dude. You need to strike. But I love y'all. See y'all later, man. And deuces.